it's first drive. Well, first drive for you guys anyway. First things first, sunroof must always be up. This one needs a bit of a helping hand, like most RX7 sunroofs, but doesn't matter if it's raining, overcast, nighttime, sunroof must always be up. I'm gonna go for a bit of a rip in this thing. Sounds pretty cool. I don't know why, but the turbo on this thing sounds so loud. I don't know if it's just because how the turbo is or the intake setup I've done. Slightly get on gate just to warm up. Well, it's already warm, but put the old windows up. I want to say a big thanks to Gav at High Performance Rotaries for doing a tune on this very last minute, and Alex Peters for helping out also. She was getting a bit painful towards the end, and I was just dying to get it done. Not a bad dose, eh? I don't know if the microphones are going to pick it up, but in person it sounds pretty sick. TSD suspension I put in this thing, they ride so good. I've had a bunch of different coilovers and I've got to say the valving in these feels so mint. I've got this thing pretty damn low and it's still very nice. Oh, speed camera. You cheeky bugger, hiding in the drain there. I've never seen him there before. I'll do a bit of a toge run, bit of a 1-2. Loves the revs. I actually recently put a muffler on this because it was just way too loud. I actually like it better with the muffler on. It's got like a deeper sound. Currently going uphill, so there'll be a lot of load and turbo spool. Yeah, this thing's no powerhouse, but looks good. Makes the right noises. Go through a few windies. It's not bad. Ooh. That's definitely a good cruiser. Like, it's enough power for a bit of fun, but not stupid, scary power. This car's definitely come a long, long way. One thing this car really needs is new seats because I've got this all the way back and my legs are still so cramped. Whew, she gets toasty in here with no aircon. Also set up launch control on this thing, so handbrake up, it activates launch control. Although it doesn't really do too much. I think when it gets hot it might spit some flames, but I've never really tried it. And then we've got high and low boost on this switch down here. Not that it really makes much of a difference, but it's there anyway. It's pretty cool. Factory switches, I think 6 PSI's low boost, which is wastegate pressure, and then 11 PSI's high. I just leave it on high the whole time. I actually had the wastegate plumbed in for a little bit when I got a warrant of fitness on this thing, and I never thought I'd say it, but it almost sounded better with the wastegate plumbed in. It was like a more unique, raw, rotary sound. I don't know. I unplumbed it again for the video. I should have got some footage with it still plumbed in. I really hope these microphones are doing this thing justice because it really does sound good. So weird in these things, you're like revving it out and you're like, oh yep, piston engine, I should be changing gear now, but it just keeps going. And this thing doesn't rev super high. It sounds like a bloody Kenworth. need a bit of a gate. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed those few little rips. I'm just so happy this thing's finally done. It's been a bit of a headache, to be honest. Woo! Holy, it's hot in here. Thank goodness RX7's finally done. I'll quickly go over it in its final form. A few things have changed since the last videos. There's been a lot I haven't recorded. Unfortunately, as soon as I came here to shoot this, there's this big dark clouds going over, so can't see it in its true potential because this color is just like whack as. You move slightly one way and then the color just changes completely, and without the sun directly on it, it just looks average. Turned out pretty good, to be honest. I'm so stoked with the wheels and the fitment and everything. You've seen most of it before, but I'll show you what's changed in the engine bay anyway. The engine bay turned out pretty good. There's definitely a lot of things I could have done different and still want to do. I had to stop somewhere. Yeah, there's still stuff I'm definitely not happy with. Not bad considering what it used to be like. It's a pretty crazy difference. So I ended up in the end getting rid of all the red and blue fittings, changed all the fuel lines or fuel fittings to black, and just small stuff like that made such a difference. I also put two heat shields here. There's one on the downpipe and then I put this one here as well because these things just get stupid hot. This brake master was just like boiling and this whole strut tower, couldn't even touch it. But yeah, it's surprising how much of a difference those make. It's always hard trying to modify a car that so many people have touched before, especially this thing being what, 35 years old or something. Just the wiring was just a nightmare. I mean, looks good, sounds good. That's the main thing. So something interesting is happening with this car. Obviously, I've been planning on going to Australia for a long time now. Since this took way longer than I expected, it's got to go, unfortunately. And the good thing is, any of you guys can win it. Worked out a pretty good deal with Wairiki Jones from Jones Performance, who does giveaways here in New Zealand. He will be taking over this car. Go check out his page. I'll probably put a link in the description. And yeah, buy your tickets and this car could be yours. It was just the easiest way to do it. It was a good deal on both parties. And yeah, means I don't have to stuff around trying to sell it and being stuck here in New Zealand for months and months, because I was already supposed to be in Australia a long time ago and I've been stuck here for so long already, mainly because of this thing not being finished, and I've just been trying for so long to get it done. So it kind of sucks I didn't get to use it as much as I wanted to. There was so many events I wanted to go to, and then just small things that got in the way, so many hurdles with it. It's stupid because we pumped out this car so quickly at the start, like all the big things, and it was just all these tiny little things that were just a pain and yeah, dragged on a bit. But give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and look forward to the upcoming content.
What?